Alright, got my bow together, my crossbow together. And again, this is the Jackal Barnett. And got the limbs on here. The only thing that I found out that was a little bit difficult, you had to just put the limb on here, this bolt, this Allen bolt right here. The only real difficult thing was getting this slide inside of here. And I found out that if I turn the bow upside down and not push on the top, but push on the bottom as you're pulling this in, because you got to get this cable, these two cables under, this two cable over, you know, in this orientation. And just don't push down on this whenever you're actually sliding that on, because it makes this gap narrower and makes it a lot more difficult to put on. So anyways, got it together, not too bad. Scope mounting was just typical scope mounting. Got it out here, got it actually alongside of the house for today. I'll go to a range later on probably. Got 3 of my mossy oak arrows with 100 grain tips on it that I'm going to be using today. And I'm going to go really close and then just work my way back the same way as you would with a rifle, just scaled down for a crossbow. All right, let's do some shooting. All right, also here I have my, what do we call it, the rope cocking device from Barnett. So I'm going to get that out of the package and get this thing going. I'll do maybe a quick showing of this, and we'll do a little bit of shooting. Alrighty, I did adjust the rope cocker here, and let's have another go with it. I actually shot one through the first backstop, so I put up another one. It actually looked like it was pretty well on. So this seems to be, let me see if I can get back here where you can see it, fairly easy to do. Foot very firmly in the strap. Hooks for the back of the thing across the back of the crossbow here, one on either side of the string. Everything looks secure, everything's tight, pull-ups, so you hear the click, and take off your rope cocker. And like I said, I'm setting it up here real close. I actually went through the first target into one of the trash cans, so fortunately I had that there. Your safety's on now. Reload the bolt that I shot right through the target. So now I've got 2 of them stacked there, so it should stop where it's supposed to this time. And we'll see where it's shooting. So I've got the middle dot actually on the bullseye, so we'll just see where it goes first. I'm using my lead sled here too, just to kind of take out any human error to begin with. And safety off. Nice and easy, and let's see where it went. Went high. Okay. Alright, got my bow shooting sufficiently well at 20, 30, and 40 yards going across the street here. I'm doing this at home, so I'm kind of a little bit limited in the amount of time I can do on it. So I think I'm going to use the mossy oaks because that's what I've been using, and I beat up the veins a little bit on these. So got also too, I got a broadhead wrench from Allen, and you can see here it's a universal one, so it should do a 3 or 4 blade. And I have some 3 blade Muzzy tips in what is it, 100 grain, which is the same as my practice tips, what they're listed as in the catalog. So I'm going to put those on and see if we're good to go. So there's our Muzzy 100 grains. See if that's in focus. Yeah, I think it is. And they have a neat little wrench here also too that you just use on the triangle of the trocar tip here. Also, I'm going to be using this here, the little Allen universal broadhead wrench, just to make sure that they're tight. So I'm going to go back out to probably 20 yards and see how they run. Alright, just shot my broadheads on my mossy oaks, and turns out that the broadheads for me at 20 yards anyways don't make any difference as far as the accuracy of the bolts. So the only thing is, it went through my regular compound bow archery target, this one, and my other archery target, that one, and also impacted right into the trash can in the back. And you can see here some of the other bolts, some of the practice bolts with field tips on, but right here is where my 3 went through. So very tight grouping, actually better than what I did with the field points on. The only problem is, because it was such a tight grouping, I cut one of my veins off. So I'm going to keep that bolt for uncocking the crossbow whenever I get in, before I get into the car, and the other 2 will be outfitted again with the Muzzy 3-bladed broadheads. And I will get, I'm going to practice some more with my Barnett bolts that came with the crossbow, and then I'll put a broadhead on one of those. There's a couple more practice shots. The crossbow rope cocking device is working out well. Make sure you hear the clicking when you get it to the back, and I always make sure that it's actually on safe. Doing my best to keep my fingers away from the actual cable in case it would accidentally release. And I actually also use my fingers up here instead of down there where the cable would go in case it would come off accidentally. I mean, I don't think it will, but always good to be safe. So, a few more shots here. 2 more shots actually, to be direct. Exact, I should say. There's like really no recoil to this. It just kind of thunks and out, which is, you know, expected with the bow. It's not like shooting a rifle. And like I said, this is working out quite well. I was a little worried about how much strength it would take. Not because of the strength, but because of my back having problems. I'm going to say to keep the 2 arms close there to that. Don't hurt yourself. Who's that? Hey, how's it going, Bill? Hi, Gary. Got my last bolt here. Oh, I know. I've taken care of people that have taken off the tips of their fingers. Yeah. Gives me an extra 2 weeks. So, and I can use it. Let me just flick this one off here quick.
Yeah, when you get ticked off at somebody around the neighborhood.
Take care of that cat problem, right?
Yeah.
It shoots very good, actually. And there you have my Barnett Jackal, the crossbow I just got a couple weeks ago that I'm going to use here in another, actually tomorrow, and next week to go hunting for an extended season here, archery season in Pennsylvania. I'm going to try it out. That was Bill, one of my neighbors who's the retired chief of police for the area here. Just busted me about getting a crossbow. So this is, again, this is the Barnett Jackal. My first crossbow, but it seems very nice. The red dot is very good. Here's all the stuff I use for it today. There's the cable cocking device. Here are my bolts that actually came with the crossbow. My Muzzy broadheads, and then the Allen universal wrench for tightening down the broadheads. And I'm going to be using 2 of the mossy oaks with broadheads, and I'm put the broadhead in one of the Headhunter Barnett arrows as well. But very nice looking bow. Got a very good deal on it for $200 at Walmart, and hopefully I will connect with a deer with this. All right, thanks for watching, and out.